there are these people out there in the world that seek attention because they want it. They feel like they need it. They feel like so down. They have such low self-esteem and self-confidence that they need to do things to themselves or to other people to beg for attention. And these people will get on our nerves and we will say, oh, I hate that person. They annoy me so much because they're making all this attention to themselves. But then the thing is, yes, they're doing things for attention. They may be like cutting themselves and saying, oh look, I just cut myself, it hurts so much. They may be piercing themselves or giving themselves gauges or doing really stupid stuff or saying that they are like something that they're not and just trying to show that they are so much even though they're not, because they want attention. That person may just want and have the feeling of the need for attention, so they're going to do that. And then these are very twisted people that do this. But then something that came up, are we jealous of them? Are we jealous that they can do things for attention and that we just sit there and say, well, I wish people knew I existed. I wish people knew I were here. I wish I could just be myself in class and not have people look at me like I'm a freak, because all these popular and preppy people can do things. They can act goofy, they can be silly, they can throw things across the room, and people will just look at them and laugh. Or if we do something like that, then they will just look at us like, such a freak. Like, why is society like this these days? You see young kids, young people in their lives doing something that much older people would do. People grow up too fast these days. And then there's some people who don't grow up fast enough. But these people who grow up too fast, they beg for attention. They don't act their age. They can go from, in class, they may act like a second grader. And then at home or out in public at other places like the mall or something, they will be walking around with their friends and laughing and swearing and joking around. When really, they shouldn't be, because they're not old enough. But are we jealous that they get to do all of this stuff and we just sit back and we just look at them? Like, why can't I do that? Why can't I do something like that? And why do people look at me the way they do when they go, no, she can't do that? Why do all of these people that have an image, that have a reputation of being popular or preppy or whatever, why is it just because you wear this certain brand of clothes, why does that mean that you are automatically popular and you can do whatever? Why do people do these things? And then why do we sit there and just go, oh, I wish I could do that? Is it because we are jealous? Why don't we do something about it? Why don't we say, hey, knock it off. You really shouldn't be doing that. Or you are really getting on my nerve today. Just stop. Or why don't we just go act like ourselves out in school or in the class or in public, whatever? Why don't we just goof around and say the randomest stuff on our mind? Why can't I be sitting in class and have one of the popular girls sitting over? Why does she get to act goofy and say the randomest things like, I'm getting new carpet, or like, oh, did you see that guy? He looks so funny. Why don't they get to say, like, did you see that taco fly across the sky the other day? Why do I just sit there, and why is it if I say, it looks like you just sucked a monkey's anus, that's how terrible you look today? Why is it if I say that, or if I just start blurting out random things, like, so, my cat chased a squirrel yesterday. It was so funny. I don't have a cat, but why is it that I say that people will look at me like a freak? even the teachers these days too, they will laugh with you at the popular people and they'll just be like, knock it off, get serious, you guys. And then if you do something, why do they just go, no, you do that one more time, you get suspension? Why can we not be ourselves? Is it because we are so jealous that they can just do whatever and people won't care because they have such a reputation or whatever? Why do we just sit here and do nothing about it when we can be acting up and standing up for ourselves and standing up for what we believe in and our rights and just saying, hey, I'm going to be myself today. From now on, I will do what I want. I don't care. I am a weird and goofy person. Today, in one of my encore classes, I was sitting there, and the teacher passed out the sheet of notes I was supposed to fill out. I sat there, I just ate the corner off of it. I just ate it. We were kind of in the back of the room, and we were sitting in tables in this class. The two girls next to me are like, you're weird, and laughing at me. And then the other girl going, yeah, that's so weird. And that's the popular girl sitting at my table. And then why is it if a bunch of other people in the room on the other side or whatever, why is it that those people just be like, ew, she's such a freak, she's eating paper? Why is it that when I try and do something that someone else just did, why is it that I always get blamed for the freak? Why can't they get blamed for the freak? A lot of people question this. So why don't we just start being ourselves and going out there and saying, don't look at me like that, I don't look at you like that, and you just did that? Why? Is it because I believe we're truly jealous on the inside of these people who do that, who they're just like, well, they're just like goofing off in class and they're like, ha 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 ha, he has some big old cheeks on his face, so fat and chubby, and oh my gosh, I bet a squirrel could chew off his face. And then I don't know, why do I go, I think I just saw a purple thing fly across the sky the other day. It was so funny. Why is it that if I say that, or why if I go, I'm an a man roar, why is it that if I try and do that, I get looked at, and then other people, if they do that, they just get laughed at? People are like, you're so funny, I want to be your best friend. No hate, just love. Why is society like this these days?